Hi everyone, we've just finished watching week 1 of Survivor. What is it? Is it 11 or 12? Season 12, whatever the current season is, it is Redemption, the 2026 version of Australian Survivor. A couple of seasons ago, I had Ben join me. First of all, me. So I've watched a lot of Survivor before. I'm pretty sure I've watched all the Australian and American ones before. Ben had seen one of the Aussie ones before, but joined a couple of seasons ago, and he's right in now. He's practically a veteran. And because we're talking about it all the time, Katie's joined us.
Not a veteran.
Not a veteran.
What do you know
Not
of
even close.
Survivor, Katie?
I know like the basic idea of it. I think of Survivor and I think of Jeff's voice. So it was weird watching the Australian one and not hearing Jeff's voice.
How do you know, Jeff? Just because you've seen like an episode here or there?
Just because there's been 1 million seasons of Survivor and they've been up. I don't know. I've just seen clips of it, I guess, maybe.
25 years. Yeah.
Just heard his voice and stuff. So yeah,
Yeah.
That's really funny because
but I do.
Because I actually had the opposite last season. I was like, who's this Jeff guy? I was like
And I'm excited to see Jeff in action.
You only knew Jonathan, but now
Yeah.
where Jonathan's out, there's a certain section of the fan base who are quite annoyed. They're, almost protesting
Who's
this
Jonathan?
season. Jonathan LaPaglia, who was the host for the last 10 seasons, and now we've got David. So David used to play. He won like an all-star season of this as well, and he was in Australia v World, which was the last one that Ben sort of watched as well of the Aussie ones. So he's like a player who has become a host.
But his big claim to fame.
Chat before I was talking about being friends with Brooke because he's played with Brooke and he's played with Harry, for example.
So his big claim to fame though is being like the winner of the biggest prize from a TV show, isn't it?
Yeah, so he went on the
he's
American
that
Deal or
guy.
No Deal Island, and won like the equivalent of about 7 or 9 million Australian dollars or something. Yeah.
That's why he was desperate to find a job.
Even if you've got not a lot of interest in watching that whole season, even just watching the last episode is pretty amazing. Like just watching him take
So what was it? Deal or No Deal on
Island.
an island?
Yes, I'm not going to try to explain that. Some of it doesn't really make sense. They sort of do
I'm
challenges.
intrigued this. I'm going to look it up. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. Because you're not getting enough.
I love Deal or No Deal.
You've just well, you're fine. I'll watch him on that then.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know that was an option.
Except now you know who won. Yeah, I think it's on.
That's fine.
I think I watched it on 10play. Yeah.
Okay, I'll have a look.
But so you just finished.
Shout out to Channel 10.
You just finished watching a whole bunch of Traders, and we got some trader action in the second episode with Kat. Were you disappointed to see that she didn't make it through after you heard she was a Traders representative?
No. As soon as someone found that out, I was like, she's not gonna last. As soon as whoever it was that confronted her and was like, I loved you on Traders or whatever, I was like, oh, she's gone.
It wasn't David.
I was waiting for you to call him Dave.
I've been calling Mark David all day. and Michael's been correcting me constantly.
And then back in the first episode, we had Daniel the pastor who met his maker. And Katie was... tell us what you thought, Katie.
I was devastated and I almost didn't want to keep watching.
It sounded like
Not that I liked him as a player or something like that. It just felt mean. It just felt like
quite interesting.
maybe because it was the first person, and I'm all for people voting people off a show. Like I'm all for those types of shows. I don't have an issue with it, but it just felt like I don't know. He didn't do anything overly wrong.
What?
He just kept getting names mixed up.
Yeah, he didn't do anything overly wrong except tell someone that their name,
Jackson,
even though he was
for Jackson.
Yeah, but he didn't mean to.
No, because he seemed like the kind of ally you could trust to follow through.
Totally. He can keep a secret. He won't stuff this up.
Maybe not. But when he left, he was such a good sport about it that I was like, okay, I'll give it one more episode.
His bloody jacket.
Yeah, I know.
As I was saying, was a callback to something that it sounds like we're going to hear about in season 50 as well.
Okay.
Yeah, what was I going to say about that? Oh, that's right. Yeah, so you said you watched a lot of US traders, right? But have you watched any of the UK ones?
No.
Yeah,
so I only watched the US ones because I love Alan Cumming.
Okay. I watched the first UK one, and maybe it's changed a little bit now, but the impression I got from that was that it was meaner. So I was kind of interested to hear you say that
it's very mean.
This was mean. And
maybe because it was celebrities, I didn't care as much.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I asked about whether you'd seen the UK one. I agree. I think with celebs it doesn't matter as much. But on the UK one, it's just all relatively regular people, or at least in the beginning. And on traders, they're sort of they're often just going on a hunch. Like they don't even really have evidence. And once someone starts getting piled on, they all just pile on. And people got quite upset over not much. Whereas at least in Survivor, they kind of all know there's a bit more of acceptance, I think, over time that they know they're there for a game and it's all part of the game.
Yeah. I think the upset only happened in the first season of Traders that I watched. And then after that, everybody was like, well, it is a game. Like, you know what we're here for. Like, don't be silly. But I don't know. It just really hurt that first one. I felt bad for tonight's one too. Just because it was like blindsided. I feel bad when they're blindsided, but I still loved it. Don't get me wrong.
I felt the opposite when David got kicked off. I was like, oh, thank God he's gone. The only other person who I was hoping,
ruthless.
Yeah, I'm very ruthless. I was like, oh no, he's going to tell us all about God. Please have him leave as quickly as possible.
You were a lot more upset about Eliza. Not Eliza. Kat, sorry.
I was upset that Kat got kicked off. I was like, oh, this is... Because I loved the idea of just having a hand grenade thrown into the middle of the tribe. And I'm just like, yes, she's doing it.
It would have been good to see how that played out.
Yeah. But
for Katie's benefit, we've not long finished watching season 49 of US, and in that there's sort of lots of promise of people about to do things and not a lot of people actually pulling the trigger. So when Kat sort of pulled the pin out of the grenade and just started lobbing them in different directions.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, she was just telling people anything, right? There wasn't necessarily any truth behind. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. I was like, wait, what?
You told one person, oh, this person wants to get you out, but then later on tried to get them to vote for somebody else. It was just all over the place. And all of a sudden, I was really enjoying it. I wished she had have been able to stay, but she probably went a bit crazy too quick. She's just like, oh, this will be boring.
But then there was that moment with Mark, where Mark basically lets her know, I know who you are. It's like, I saw you on Traders.
Yeah, he's apparently a bit of a reality TV.
I was like, she's not saying.
And the way he said it, like it was, he was kind of playing it, a little bit smug. Quiet but smug. Yeah. I actually quite like Mark from his season, but he's definitely playing it more evil this time.
Can we have a quick chat about Harry? There was a moment in the first episode where someone was talking to Harry. I don't exactly remember who it was. Just basically they were talking about how they like everyone in the tribe. And the other person said, oh, it's just so, at least it's not a tribe of bastards. And Harry turns and looks at the camera.
They're all nice people or something. He's got a bit of a reputation for he loves to kind of upend the game as well. So he's very much trying to play on the down low, but he can't help himself. Even that comment tonight about wanting to, that he's driving the bus. He's like,
yeah.
I'm holding on.
It was so funny that nobody wanted to say it.
I know.
They all know it.
Yeah, seriously.
It's not a secret to anybody, but it's like they didn't want to give him the power of knowing.
You don't want to be the one that takes your head up.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about the challenges? Obviously I've not watched every single season of I've got a life. Sorry, Michael.
Same, guys. This is a commitment.
Shots
Now
fired.
throwing grenades.
But are these challenges new?
There's definitely a few new ones. Yeah, in the US one, Katie, they sort of use a lot of the same ones over and over again.
Okay.
And they often just say, "Oh, it's this classic one, which is kind of true, and it can be good, but they sort of don't innovate enough anymore. Whereas with the Australian one,
Well,
they
know
come
how
out with new
to
stuff all the
don't know how
time.
to beat it. Yeah.
Mm.
I'm watching all these episodes. I've gone, who is making these? Like, these are insane. Who's coming up with these ideas?
I
The
really
Aussie
love.
ones tend to be a bit more physical too.
Yes, yeah, they've all been really physical, but I really love. But most of them have had like a really good mix, except maybe that last one for immunity today, where it was a lot of strength. It was
It's a lot of
really
strength,
strength heavy. The one from last night where Simon where they had to climb up and stack the numbers, I was like, oh my god, this is difficult.
Oh,
That is very hard.
Crazy. Yeah. And I missed the part because I was like, I would start at the top. Did I miss the part where they weren't allowed to start at the top?
No, they are allowed to. And I saw someone online saying, yeah, maybe starting at the top would be good too. I get that.
No,
if
I
it
think
drops,
I thought I
then
heard.
you've got to go all the way up to. Oh, you reckon?
I thought I
you
heard
actually said
David
it?
say you had to stack them from the bottom to the top.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Because one, it would have been
I'm
easier
pretty
to
sure he
spell
said
from
that.
the top.
Oh, they definitely had a few struggles on the green team. Was it the Baron team with that one? Yeah.
There's a little joke in there that you wouldn't have got either, Katie, where he sort of says to himself, "Oh, still Brawn," something like that. It's because one of his seasons was Brains v Brawn, and he was Brawn. He was not,
I've heard of
not
Brains
smart one.
v Brawn. I actually got that. Not to brag, but I got it.
Oh, look at you! And I think he
Well, I've never
misspelled
watched
something
it.
on
It's
that
hard
as
to
well.
miss it.
Or one of them did.
Yeah.
I really like how Simon can sort of poke fun at himself. There's he's got a long history of he's quite enthusiastic. He's sort of very nerdy about the game. He really wants to win. And he's obviously, quite good physically as well, but he's just found himself on the wrong side a number of times.
Is this Simon?
As I mentioned in the chat, he once got voted off. Yeah. He once got voted off holding 2 immunity idols. I'm not sure if you know about immunity idols yet, but there's something that once you can basically play it after the votes and say, I'm safe, even if people vote for me.
So it's different to what the 2 girls have.
Oh, no. Let's talk about that.
Well,
yes.
Actually, it's the same.
Yeah, that they are immunity idols, but those immunity idols could only be played by the other tribe, so they had to swap.
Which is like a twist on.
But they can only be played before the votes are read out.
Yeah, but they couldn't use the immunity idol that
correct.
they dug up. They had to give it to someone on the
Yeah,
other
I
tribe.
know. That was
Yeah, but that whole dance. Oh my god, Lyndall, come on! It's just like make the trade. Oh my god!
I was waiting for people to like roll around.
You don't want people to see it because I'm assuming people will try to steal it from you while you're sleeping and all this stuff. Like you don't want people to know you have it, and also you want people to vote you out and then be like, "Hey."
Yes, that's exactly right.
Or if they think you're conspiring with the other tribe, they might, want to get you, go for you.
Yeah, but I like that early on. I don't know what the harm was in trying to just doing it. Obviously, still being subtle about it, but just going for it.
But no one was paying attention.
The whole team was distracted.
It's just like, just do it.
The whole team was distracted.
They were a fair way apart. Like we just kept getting the close-ups, but when they did the zoomed out one, it's like, oh, they are a fair way apart.
David's in between them.
They were pretty distracted.
Yeah, I thought they were standing right next to each other at first. I was like, this is ridiculous. Just shake hands.
So
I want to tell you about Simon's that cookie idol thing that was on his mug. You might have seen been in one of the seasons. There was a reward that was all full of cookies, and there was like a clue or something.
Well, in Australia versus the World, they had a cookie jar, remember? And she smashed the cookie jar.
Which was a callback to another season as well. But yeah, in it basically there was this thing that was a circular disc which had a symbol on it, and that symbol was somewhere else on the island, and I forget how it worked, but you put the 2 and 2 of them together and it basically gave you an idol, right? And I think it was George on the other tribe. he had a similar one. He had a symbol he worked out. He knew what it was, right? Simon, for some reason, just thought that the clue was an idol itself. So he's doing it for weeks and weeks. He's doing all these talks to camera, thinking that he has an immunity idol when really he didn't. And he at one point he showed it to George, and George knew that he doesn't have an idol, right? So he just keeps talking about how safe he is and all this stuff. And in the end, he tries to do something like he's often playing from the bottom. He's not playing from the top, because George was just dominating him. But at one point, he basically tries to get redemption for himself and pull himself off the bottom by handing the idol, well, the cookie idol, which is not actually an idol, handing it to someone else that they then play to try to save themselves.
Oh no!
So he gives it to someone else who plays it, and it doesn't
and it's
work.
Not. Yeah.
And then then people suspect that he did that deliberately.
Or he was just the dumbest Survivor player of all time.
It was just like this sort of comedy of errors that went over like many episodes.
Okay, so all of those,
so
that thing at the beginning of
showing them,
episode 1 where they had all those tweets and everything about him, that was all about that, was it? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Well,
which is, I'm going to say, fair.
Yeah, that is pretty dumb.
Even that alone is fair.
Sense of humor about himself. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Can we address the thing that I dislike most about Survivor, and that is personal sob stories?
You've got very little tolerance for them.
Yes, I do.
We haven't had very many.
We've had 2 now,
and
it's too many.
Rank them in order that you like the least. Which did you like?
The one I liked the least was. Oh, this is going to sound so bad when I say it. The woman whose brother died.
Yes, I'm going to clip.
Is the worst. And the second worst would not have happened if she just stopped at being a single mum, but she had to go on about how hard it was. It's like I get it. I've got a single mum as well. I know it was hard. It's just like, no, this is not what this show is. Ben. Stop it with the sob stories. The audience isn't voting, okay? I just get so. You should have seen me last
How was he
season.
supposed to like them?
I mean, I liked her already.
Something to connect with.
No,
it doesn't give me any. Like, I mean, they're sad stories, but.
What was the one from last season? Michael?
Rich, knowing that he's. Do you have an emotional attachment to Rich, knowing that he's like a executive with lots of money, and his 2 daughters are like smashing it at debating or something? That didn't make you emotional.
And his hidden talent is that he can recite Shakespeare.
How did you like how that went down?
Oh God, yeah, that went down like a lead balloon.
Both Mum and I were like, "Get me off the island. I'll jump in the ocean and drown if he's in my trap. Like, I'm done."
What did you think of Eliza's
Get me out.
Oh, the one from this episode. Yeah.
You don't want me to answer that. You do
Creepy?
not want me to answer that. Was it even a poem?
I didn't know where it was going to go.
Is she really an author?
Where's she going with this?
But it was creepy, right? It was, yeah. It was sort of like, ooh, sort of. Ooh.
Yeah. They also, production also made it seem like she had, feelings for him and stuff. And then she does later in the episode relate him to her dog.
Yeah.
Yes.
She does have feelings for him.
Tones it down
like her dog.
Yeah, she wants to have him sit at her feet.
Because the way they cut it was like, she's going on, I've written a poem about him, blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, oh, my girlfriend would love Eliza.
Yeah. It was very weird. But then I came around to her. I don't know. There was something about her that yeah. Anyway.
I didn't, but I didn't dislike her. I don't have a favorite or anything like that. And I don't really have anybody I dislike strongly.
So is there, Katie,
yes.
Michael and I have already been talking about different people, but is there anybody who at the beginning of the show you're like, oh no, but has actually started to grow on you?
Just from the openings, from when they were doing their introductions, there were some people I was like, ooh. Lyndall was one of them.
Oh, I agree. 100%. I'm like, no, that's not how you spell Lyndall.
Lyndall. Oh, yeah, no, don't even get me. Where are the vowels?
Yes.
Why is not a vowel? I don't know. It's just, yeah, but she is slowly growing on me. I think tonight she was an absolute idiot, obviously.
Yeah. I thought
Oh,
was a bit,
yeah. That's right. When
she
Eliza
didn't
woke
want to
her
be
up.
woken up. I can
Well,
imagine
that and her
would've-
trying to swap the idol.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. What about
yeah,
you,
she's
Michael?
I
got,
don't
like, a little
think
bit
that
of
was a.
mean streak to her. Well,
Yeah,
that's
she
how
does.
it's
She's a
coming
mean girl
across.
for sure.
Yeah. I do sort of end up going for the underdogs usually.
So when they introduced a few people at the beginning, Lyndall obviously was like, "Oh, that's not how you spell Lyndall. Is she from Queensland?"
Is she from Queensland?
She probably is. She probably is. Let's be completely honest.
I don't know how to spell Lyndall. Otherwise,
it
She's
has at
from
least
Sydney.
an A or an E in it.
Lyndall. Normally,
Yes.
I would think is how you spell it.
Yep, that's how I'm used to it.
Or an E.
I've seen it with
I've
an
never
E
known
as
a
well.
Lyndall, which is what someone else said at the start, right?
Yeah.
She's from New South Wales, Ben. You are wrong.
Well,
Yeah.
I stand corrected.
Take that.
Well, I don't live
Struck
there anymore,
down.
so I'm going to judge her anyway.
Oh, that's harsh. Don't place her in my place.
And then there was Caleb, Flenny Man. And I love that David basically said
Caleb
straight away,
has
"Hey, you,
fucking
Flenny
crazy
guy." I was
I
like,
like how
yes.
enthusiastic Caleb was.
Yeah, but actually,
he's
when he was on top of that
he's grown
platform
on
and
me.
trying to use the pole because he just wasn't as strong as that. Wasn't it Ben? Was the guy who's
yes, Ben swallowed
Jenny,
him.
yeah.
Ben
He's
has been
insane.
killing it. He really has. He's like the challenge master. But Caleb has grown on me quite a bit since the beginning. I'm like, actually, this guy's all right. I like him.
He's in his opening package thing. He had crazy eyes, and I'm like, he's seen some shit.
Well, he's seen the white line.
He probably has seen shit, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably seen a lot of dead roofs on his travels.
His enthusiasm has grown on me, and I do find that I'm rooting more for the Baron team just because I want them to have something. I want them to eat some food or something.
They've done okay.
I also thought Blanche. At first I thought, oh no, I don't know about her, but actually, she's turned out all right.
Oh my god, she's killing it.
She's like a powerhouse.
Yeah, she's incredible.
I rate her better than a few other people.
Yeah. I know I say older woman, but it's only really in a Survivor context.
Yes.
Because they've just got a lot of young people. I mean, it says here she's 47, and she is a Queenslander.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought she would be older because everybody's talking about her being... She's talking about herself being the old one, and I'm like, how old
Wait,
is
she's
she?
47. She's younger than me.
Yeah. That's right.
How does that work?
There's only one.
Maybe she spent too much time in the sun.
They vote out the weak ones first, but then as they get further in, it becomes less about team versus team. And as they get closer to where they do individual immunities, it matters. You don't want the strong people or the good at challenges people around you necessarily, but at the start you want them on your team so you don't lose. So often the older contestants, both men and women, they sort of fall a lot quickly in the first sort of 4 or 5. But if they can survive through that, they can sometimes do very well.
Well, Don and Blanche are on fire. Don with his coconut throwing skills.
Oh yeah. So I remember.
Cry.
You remember in the first or second episode, we were just like, "Oh, this Don guy, he's not going to last because he's just bossing. Everybody's on everybody's back about stuff. It's just like, nah, he's going to go."
With
he almost
a 10 beaver hat.
Yep. Oh, he's very sensitive about the hat.
do not hold his hat that way.
Yeah.
Do not put it on the ground on its rim.
Cameron's changed his tune from the first episode or second episode.
In the first one, and we barely heard from him since. Tez got absolutely monstered. Yeah, at the end I think he did. Yeah. Tez got dominated in the water on last night's episode.
Yes.
He got thrown around like a doll. And
He's
then Mark
guy.
just showed him the hand when he wanted to get up and be part of the little chat. I felt a bit sorry for him.
Yeah. It's like, oh, sorry, Tez, no one wants to talk to you. I would, if I was Tez, I would be like, shit, I better get in an alliance because this is not looking good for me.
He's sort of coming across like he might be a bit of a super fan. Maybe that's something I picked up from some of the content.
I just opened up his thing, and he is a super fan.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh.
24.
What about Faith? What do we think about Faith?
You got to have it.
Well, you got it.
Was that that was the Discord delay, not the.
Because the more I learn about Faith, the more I'm like, I don't know. I don't think I like her.
She's the one with 5 kids. She homeschools, right? And she has
that's the one.
Job with.
Yeah. It's fine having 5 kids, but then when she said she homeschools them, I'm like, oh, you're one of them.
She's crazy.
That could be okay. Why? What do you want to say?
Michael turned out okay.
I never told you I was homeschooled. No.
I wouldn't take it back even if you did. I didn't say homeschooled people turn out bonkers. I said the parents are bonkers.
What about Aisha? Aisha? How do you say that?
Was Faith the one that Mark stood up for?
Faith is the one that's sort of allied with Mark, isn't it?
With Mark, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kind of... Oh, that's right, with their sort of punk alliance.
Yeah.
Yes.
So much has happened. I mean, Ben and I watched this over 3 days, but Katie's just mainlined it today and just watched, 4.5 hours of Survivor, having not done it. And she reckons she's backing up for 3 hours of Survivor 50 tomorrow.
Jeez.
I won't be. I'll have to watch that during the day on Friday. I'm assuming it'll be out
during the day.
It actually comes out tomorrow during the day.
Oh, okay. I'll watch it during the day tomorrow then.
Well, in the US it does. I don't know when it's going to actually appear on stage.
Katie, I'll be watching it too. I'll let you know when I start.
Yeah, let me know when it starts. But if it comes out at like 7, I'll not be watching it.
No. I won't be either. Is there anybody that you think you're surprised that they didn't get voted out straight away, or do you think it's just really this vote tonight was probably the first one that I thought I said to you guys, I said as much that I thought, why are they like targeting these 2 little people? They're like trying to, I mean, they're going to upset someone eventually, so why not just do it now?
Yeah, I did think that was interesting that they were trying to not rock the boat or anything and pick kind of like nobodies. But then they did end up rocking the boat.
Sorry, Loz. Katie thinks you're a nobody.
Australian Survivor's a bit more of a long distance race, like compared to that America. And even the Australian one you watched, Ben, was like an abridged version, right? That was like a 20-day or whatever, that Australia versus the world.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This, there's a lot of people that've got to get out now. There's sort of, you don't necessarily want to go too hard too soon because you're just sort of playing a high risk game for a long time. You sort of want to make some pals, be on the right side of most of the votes, not make too many mistakes, maybe just every now and then pop up and be the engineer of someone going out, but you don't want to be doing it week after week because you just look like a threat and people will want to get you out.
So I think we already discussed that this season so far of Australian Survivor is like very different from the season 49 of US Survivor that Michael and I were watching, where they kept talking about doing big things but never actually did any big things. Except once. I think they did once or twice, but they weren't like massive. They had like so many opportunities. But anyway, this is already like they're like really. I really love that Harry is like desperately trying. I mean, this episode is just like, okay, it's out of the bag. I'm running everything, okay, guys. but before then, he's like, okay, I'm just going to keep a low profile and try not to put myself in the firing line.
Try to get an alliance with 8 people, which is crazy. Isn't that like almost the whole team?
Yeah, and you just can't hold that together.
Mm.
But yeah, there's a few people who were. What do we think Jackson's going to do now? He was pretty upset.
He must know.
He's gonna go on a rampage.
But I mean, the way the votes went out, Harry voted for Loz and Simon voted for Eliza, who went out, and it looks like Harry voted for Loz just so that he could say he voted for Loz. So is Jackson going to go straight to Harry now and say, "Did you know?" And Harry's going to just tell him straight, "No, I didn't."
Okay, I've got two things to say about that.
He's an idiot if he believes it as well.
And will other people upset that story?
Well, this is the thing. All it takes. So, how convincing is Harry is the one thing, but even then, surely Jackson isn't going to believe it. I mean, and also, I mean, he could say he voted for anybody. It isn't necessarily true. It's not like I checked your writing. They can't look at anything.
Yeah, true.
Do they see all the votes that we don't see? So, like, do they see them all regardless?
They pretty much production orders the votes so that you will see as many votes as possible until it's clear that someone has the majority. So you can pretty much assume that any votes that you don't see are for the person who ended up going out, essentially. They don't show every vote, but you can be sure that there were no more for somebody else. Yeah.
Okay.
There are some people who have deliberately changed their handwriting from vote to vote, like using uppercase and lowercase, and so there's people who've practiced doing it so that they kind of can't be read, and then there's other people who deliberately put something on it which sort of marks it as theirs,
like a heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love you. Just take this knife.
But how do they recognize? How would they recognize each other's handwriting?
Yeah, well,
they don't write anywhere else.
Just over time, yeah.
Yeah, knowing who's voting for who and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So thankfully,
they also tend to talk to one another after and everyone sort of says, who did that, and it just tends to come out.
Yeah.
Sometimes people just bald-faced lie about it, but that's taking a bit of a risk to be able to pull it off.
Well, the numbers aren't going to be there. Then it's just going to be like, wait a second, no, that's not possible because
Jackson was a little bit unlucky in the first night as well because wasn't it Cam who was going for Jackson? I think his name got raised in the first week as well. I don't know what he's done wrong.
Because he's Michael. It's because he's a big boy. If I hear the word big boy one more time, I'm going to be really mad at this show. He's a big boy. He's a big boy
as well. So
there's too much testosterone.
And Jackson's 24. They're both similar. He looks more grown up, maybe because he's a big boy. Who's a big boy?
He's a big boy. He's a big boy.
Looking at all the women's ages, they haven't got. I'm just looking.
I'm still stunned that Blanche and Loz are both younger than me. It's just like what?
All right, Ben. Don is older than you.
Ben. So.
Oh, okay. That
he's
makes
only
you feel better.
Just, but he's older than you.
Only just.
Thank you, Don. Thank you. Actually, I like Don.
All the guys are younger than the. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Oh, Aisha is 29.
I'm really liking Brooke on this season.
Oh yeah.
You said she was in season 1, the one that I've watched.
The one that you had watched, which you watched many years ago. But it's fair to say that season is a fair bit different than this one. It was very low.
I like her.
It wasn't.
I like her personality. She's willing to talk to everybody as well, which is a really good trait to have in Survivor. Because already you can see that there are some people who won't talk to certain other tribe members.
I liked how she didn't butt in when Don was making mistakes with the shelter. She didn't sort of get hurt about the fact that she wasn't being asked, even though she has built she does know what she's talking about. But she decided to just not get angry about it. It's okay, let him make his mistakes. There's plenty of people who've got voted out after being bullies on the shelter, so just let him dig his own hole, or not dig a hole as it was.
Yeah, I did like that.
Okay, so let's. I don't want this to go too long, but Do we want to name people that we're keeping an eye on?
Like thinking that they're going to do well?
Yes. Or do you think it's too early to say?
It's fun to put a couple out there now. I'm trying to. I mean, some of them are sort of obvious, like all the returnees. Any of them could potentially do it, but
You don't think they'll want to get rid of them though? For less
they
competition?
will. Yeah, just history kind of says that often, although they might get rid of one or two, often they go pretty far. Like they've just got more experience and they tend to be able to navigate it
They
better.
do the challenges better and all of that.
Yeah, and just know the machinations of the scramble, they call it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look for who from the new ones I think might do well. Lottie,
I think Ben might.
Yeah. He was really on the back foot about last night's one, the second one. I wonder whether he's up to it or whether he's just more of a challenge guy. Lottie seems quite assertive about like she's not going to sit back. Like she might challenge the
she keeps saying
returnees.
that, but I still am yet to see any evidence of her actually doing it, because she's got like her core.
I reckon
group.
she's leading a mutiny at some point, I reckon.
Oh, you reckon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was she one of the ones that helped Lyndall with the whole Eliza thing and spreading that around?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Because she was originally like, yeah, we'll get Loz out, and then she went team Lyndall, hate being woken up in the night when it's raining.
She didn't. I think it was more she didn't want to do what Harry wanted everyone to do, because she knew it came from Harry.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I do feel that Harry's not going to last long. Just because I think they're going to want to get him out.
If Harry did go a long way, I could see Paula maybe doing quite well, but if he sinks early, then maybe she won't.
I'm looking up Paula. Hold on.
Don't have...
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
I don't have much to go on, but I kind of get good vibes from Keely, the fraud prevention lady, the one that he pulled up at the tribal and spoke with individually. I don't know. There's just something about her that. I don't.
Well, she obviously had sway with other people as well. Like, why else would he tell her out of everybody and then get everybody to do it?
I haven't really seen enough of Aisha yet.
Yeah, she's been more with Lottie, actually. She's been sort of formed an alliance with Lottie.
Johnson would have thought that he could be a big player going in, but he's kind of had an early setback.
Yep.
It'd be interesting to see how he goes next time Baron going to tribal, because they really hopped into him last night's episode, the second episode. Remember when one or two people sort of had a go at him, and then just like 3 or 4 people just sunk the boot in while he was copying it.
Yeah, and he was just trying to explain himself, and it's just like, mate, just give it up. But stop it.
But he was aware enough.
He was the one who started the hunt on Dunn as well, right?
Yes. Yes, he was.
He could come back from that, though.
I think he can.
No, I know. I'm trying to remember who people are.
Yeah.
So are we agreed that?
What do you reckon?
Well, I reckon that they're going to turn on Mark as soon as they can. That's what I reckon. Because just because of that vote that happened, where he just basically flipped everything during tribal council, I think a lot of people were just like, I think a lot of people then were just like, this guy has too much power. We need to get rid of him.
Yeah, they're going to want to. He's kind of good enough that he might be able to just sort of rule through fear for a bit. Don't know. We'll see.
You said he was like a little puppy dog last time he was on, yeah?
Oh, no, not a puppy dog. No, he was always smart. He kind of in his last game, he had a core alliance. What did they call them? The middle-aged mafia. They called them. They were sort of an older group. There was like based around a core of 3 people who were like pretty loyal to each other, and he had.
He's
the
younger than
ability...
me, so that hurts that he called himself the middle mafia.
I think even at the time he was the younger of. Oh yeah, one of the younger ones. But he was able to get the dirty stuff done when he needed to. But he's definitely like all the stuff about the ghosts and losing allies and stuff. He's basically telling a story. It's sort of it's not really what happened, but I think he knows enough to play for the camera and give the producers something.
I think
who else?
I think Brooke is in like a good chance if she plays the cards right.
Yeah,
because she's in a situation where I think she's got a good relationship with a lot of people in the tribe right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it would take something major to burn her. Oh yeah, let's not forget that. I forgot about that already.
She's got Mark on side.
Yep.
Is there any world where she buries Mark?
I reckon there is. I reckon she might. And God, I hope she does. I really wanted to.
Mark on the resume at the end.
Oh, very nicely said, Michael.
There's a lot of talk in Survivor, Katie, about having a resume. Sort of once they get to the end, they kind of do like a speech, sort of why they win, and then the people on the jury all kind of ask questions, to try and tease out whether they should win.
Okay.
So there's sort of a huge part of it is whether people think you're like a worthy winner or not. So you kind of want to have moves that you can claim as your own, or things that you've done that other people haven't done. Yeah.
Okay.
What about you, Katie? Who have you got your eye on?
I think Brooke, definitely. I don't really know what to base it on. Like, I think some of the big boys will probably be in it for a while because they're the ones really helping the challenges go along.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, but
I wouldn't count on that, Katie.
Brooke's only 32 as well.
Okay, really? They don't keep them just because they can keep
They keep them they tend to keep them in the beginning to get through some of the challenges.
That's what I mean.
As the tribes start to dwindle, they'll start ditching the strong guys because they don't need them as much.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think they'll last for as long as they need them to, and then it'll be like, see ya. So
wouldn't want to be ya.
Yeah, Brooke.
You must have been 22 in that first season you watched, Ben. That was 10 years ago.
Wow.
She was really young. She's still younger than a lot of people there.
Anyone else? So that was
all of us.
That was Brooke from which tribe was she in? She's in Barren, right?
Barren. Green.
Barren.
What about Bouncing? Is there anyone on there?
I don't know. Look, I'm rooting for Simon because I would love the dumbest player of Survivor ever to win.
Maybe they'll have a cookie immunity idol again.
I know he's not.
I would love if they did the same immunity idol as before, Michael, just to see if he'd fall for it again.
That'd be so good. And yeah, I agree with Lottie. I do think she's going to wage a war against Harry.
Whether that puts her in a good position or not's another thing.
Yeah, I don't really know yet.
I don't think Richard will last long.
No.
Oh, I'm surprised he's lasted this long.
We haven't really talked much about Sally, actually. Sally's the one who had the brother that we talked about at the start, but I don't actually remember Barren. Hang on. So they were the ones who...
Sally's got one vote. Yeah.
Yeah. In the second one. Okay. Yep. Yeah, but she didn't really play much of a part in that, did she?
No. But she's from Wollongong, which doesn't say anything, by the way.
What a place! What a place!
But I mean, I've made my feelings clear about Sally.
Wow. Her brother does something and then you hate her for it. So wow.
I don't hate her for it. I just don't want to hear about it. That's all.
Well, get
Views of
ready.
Ben do not
Buckle up,
necessarily
Ben.
represent the views of everyone on the podcast.
Okay,
that's probably a good place to leave it. We don't have
Yep.
to overdo it,
Yeah.
especially when there's more Survivor tomorrow. Season 50. Well, yeah, tomorrow morning Australian time.
All
There's so
right.
much of it, you might need to watch it in 2 halves.
Cool. Then let's call it there. And we will reconvene tomorrow evening.
Good chat.
Yep. Until next time.
Cool.
See ya.
Bye.